What is a man? What is a man, Rudy?
Man?
You define man, okay? You're a man.
I still have some right here, dude. What is a man really? Because, like, come on, like...
By definition, is a male
gender is
of a
no
species.
longer binary.
A man
human
is
species.
having a penis.
That's
and
not true,
being
though.
able to just pee wherever the hell you
That's
want.
not. That's
a man.
That's
right
not
there.
necessarily true though, because we no longer live in a
tools to
binary world. So
Binary
transgender men are men. They don't technically have a penis in the sense that we call penises. So.
Okay. Now, because now the term encompasses or is an umbrella to a whole nother self-identifying human being.
Yeah, gender is now a spectrum. It's no longer a binary.
Yes.
I am actually pretty old school, and
You can identify male, though.
understand-
That's fine. That's perfectly fine.
I totally understand the spectrum of it, but I'm just like, you know, hey, if you turn into a woman and you feel that you're a woman, then fine, go ahead and think you're a woman. But it was like, you're born a man. So
nobody's arguing that they were born. That was their gender assigned at birth. But if they transition into a woman, then they're now a woman.
Well, I guess
the
the part that I'm talking about is, okay, like, let's say there was a case back in the day where
back in the day
when I was young, this guy who looked like a woman, had very feminine features, and considered himself a male, got pregnant, and it was just like, oh, the first male to get pregnant, and it was just like, no, they had a sex change and stuff done, and it was just like, it's still a woman,
born a woman,
you just
a man,
they
you know,
still a woman.
but they were like, it was just like, they were like, no, I'm, you know, kind of like they were going, no, I'm actually a dude, you know, like I am a dude, and I'm like, yeah, mentally, but you have the organs of
so they were female. Their sex assigned at birth was female.
Yeah.
Then they transitioned into a male.
Yes, but
and
they kept
so
pushing
but
that
the publicity, the publicity out there, like the news outlets wanted to say like throw a title at it and say like the first man to become pregnant, when he still considered himself a man, and there are probably other there are probably already cases like that out there, but this just happened to be one case that they got a hold of and they wanted to exploit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they exploited.
But
the
that
shit out of
person's
that.
gender assigned at birth was female, and they transitioned into a male. But you are the sex that you want to be. Like, it doesn't matter what genitalia you have. It doesn't matter what you were born. It's just what matters is what you feel you are.
I agree with you with that. I tend to preach that, you know, people are owners of their life, owners of their body. And so if you feel incomplete, maybe a modification of your gender or, you know, an improvement, enhancement to a breast or to a booty, if it makes you feel better, do it. So yeah, I just think that the fact that now I have to relearn my definition of a man is a noun, an adult male human being, a human being of either sex, a person. And so now I have to relearn these things. And I think that's where we might be hitting a roadblock.
So here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
You are struggling in this moment
Yeah.
of your life
Yeah.
to relearn pronouns and gender.
Mm-hmm.
These people have been struggling their whole life just to be recognized the way they want to be recognized. You're being slightly inconvenienced to help make their life just a little bit more positive.
Yeah, I'm definitely not jealous to not be them, you know.
And I don't mind being inconvenienced. I think that it's just like, oh, okay, well, this is different.
I do hiccup in pronouns though. I'm with you. Like I hiccup.
I'll learn it. I'll do it.
They, them pronouns.
Fine. I'll respect it. You want to be, if your name is not, you know, David, and it's going to be Rebecca now. Okay, cool. Then it'll be Rebecca.
Davida, you
whatever
know, like,
you want, whatever you do, you, man.
Yeah, exactly.
They, them pronouns, I completely respect, and I'm totally for it.
Now
I still hiccup. Yeah, absolutely. I still hiccup, because I wasn't born of the generation where that it was automatically like introduced as a young kid.
Yeah.
So it's like you're learning something as an older person. So like I'm for it. I respect it 100%. I'm there with you. bear with me. I might hiccup a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Please correct me. I will apologize. Like,
Yeah,
I will do
yeah,
my
yeah.
best. I am totally for they, them pronouns, or any
Yeah.
sort of pronoun you want to use.
Oh yeah. I'm totally like, just
You know?
for whatever they want to call themselves, whatever. Like it's all good as long as you're not hurting anybody. I think
No.
it's all
Yeah.
fine, you know.
Totally cool, man.
But yeah, I mean, I know for a fact the difference between man and woman is we get to take it out wherever and just piss wherever,
As
you know.
basic.
Just
That's
stop.
it.
Just stop.
That's it right
Although-
there.
That is not the difference between men and women.
Although if I have to say that is one of like I think the most convenient thing about being born assigned a male, the fact that you have the tools to pee it's like the perfect tool to pee. You can stand anywhere, point at it. And women, you have to squat. It's so
But you know what?
inconvenient.
Even people that
Yeah.
are female, they can be like the most lipstick female feminine person in the world.
Yeah.
They can buy those those
Little pointer thing,
those
yeah.
little contraptions where they can pee standing up.
It's like a
Those
cup.
like pee funnels. I don't know
like
what they're
a-
called.
I actually have a friend who was telling me one time we went out and she was telling me that even if there are people in the car, if she's got to go, and
Mm-hmm.
she has like perfected the aiming process of peeing in like a
Teach me.
bottle.
There you go.
You
See?
know, and I'm just like,
And that even contradicts your statement even more.
oh no, I mean that's all good, but you know, us it's just like bleh. That just I just motion taking out my dick, and with women it's just like pants down, squat down, aim. It's like we don't aim, we just like we make a mess if we could.
So I think you were trying to identify like gender assigned at birth, like male versus female. But then there is a whole sex change thing too. Like you can change your genitalia.
Yes, I know a few people, and I know a few people who have made the sex
There are
change. They're
women with-
happier.
Mm-hmm.
And
There are women out there with penises.
I'm all for it, and they look beautiful, or
Mhm.
they look handsome, or whichever way they want to look. And
There are men with vaginas, and then non-binary people in between that have periods.
I don't know enough about that world to even like comment that much, but it's just like
this is new information you're being that's processing here.
no, not really. I mean, I've heard it before. I just don't have enough information to talk about it. You know, like I've seen. I know a lot of people that are in that type of world. I know their lifestyle and the way they do things and stuff, and it's like it's fine. You know, I only know a few people like that.
Would you welcome it into your world? For example, would you date a transgender?
No.
I feel like you would actually, because you're slightly bi. I feel like you would probably date transgender.
It's not my thing. It's like I'm like I said, I'm old school.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy's got to appeal to me in a certain way, and like that whole thing just does not appeal to me at all.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, I've tried to like look at it and be like, oh, but no, I just
There's nothing wrong with that. So I have no problem with trans, but I'm attracted to a certain type of female.
Mm-hmm. Physical type.
And then I don't like having sex with a
Personality.
certain type of genitalia. That doesn't mean I look at these at certain genders or non-binary people in a certain way. I'm much more attracted to like soft females or even alternative females, but that are much more feminine, much more on the feminine spectrum. And then I don't like having sex with penises. So that's kind of where like my preferences lie. To backtrack, like I think I've heard, like I listened to a podcast like with a Dan Savage podcast, like somebody like submitted that question, and it was similar to like my perspective, and I think they asked if that makes him like transphobic, and he had said not really, because it's not that you're excluding these people, it's just that you don't like having sex with dick or pussy. Like that's just it just is what it is. Like you like one versus the other, and you just happen to be attracted to that type. So it's not like you don't welcome these people into your life. You're not transphobic. It's just what you happen to be attracted to visually, emotionally, and then sexually.
I think that's an important thing, because I have friends who are transgender, and so I think that, you know, maybe the right transgender hasn't made me fall in love with them or something. You know what I mean? That's what it is. I'm open. I don't know. I really don't know. I think the body's more of a shell. I've always thought that.
Okay. So the jury's still out on that, but do you know the type of sex that you would, the type of sexual orientation that you wouldn't date?
I like women, feminine women. I think strong feminine women. That's what I look for.
Mm-hmm.
And they speak to me in Spanish. Oof, I melt. I melt.
I think I would date a non-binary person though. That I don't have a problem. I don't think I would have a problem.
Define
non-binary is somebody who doesn't identify themselves as either male or female.
I see.
So they typically use like they them pronouns.
Like
some
third
of them,
person?
Yeah,
third person.
Kind of like a third gender in a sense. They just don't feel like they fit in the male or female world. But some of them can be much more in the feminine spectrum. Some of them can be much more in the male spectrum.
And this is only as far as identifying, not necessarily like a physical.
So they don't really. I don't think they typically tend to have very. I mean, I guess some of them could have body modifications. I don't think a lot of them feel the need to. They just don't feel like they fit in those binary genders. So they use different pronouns. Their appearance can vary
between feminine and masculine, maybe. Okay, all right. But you know, I think that's cool. But if you begin to have like a relationship, a romantic relationship, that is where I think that if you are, it is important that you are clear about who and what you've done to your body.
But they're clear about who they are. They're clear that they're clear.
If you start dating and getting intimate and maybe even physical, do you think it would be important for somebody to tell you, hey, I am transgender, before you actually go and do the act?
So non-binary kind of fits in the transgender spectrum. But they're clear about who they are. Like,
no, I understand that. But do you feel
you
right
usually
to know
usually non-binary people,
if you're about to be physical and expose yourself in the most intimate of ways? Do you think it's important for somebody, if you were to meet somebody, for example?
I think it's
should they put it on the table?
Be like, hey, you know what? Like,
before this goes any further.
I think it's important that they disclose that to you, but I think when they disclose that to you is up to them.
Okay.
You know? And then you, as a person, like, I don't think you should explode, be upset or anything. But I think you have every right to feel how you feel about it, as far as like whether you want to continue sexually or not.
Before you actually reach that,
I think body autonomy is
that conversation should have already been
So it would
had.
be important then to put that on the table before anything gets too serious.
I mean, at some point maybe, but when they put that on the table, I think it's up to them. Which is
true. It's just
and like honor and respect that they that they trusted you enough to like tell you their truth. You know?
They just got to be careful, because you know there are a lot of like fuckers out there that just blow up when something is just not in their view of perfection, or their it makes them feel uncomfortable, and it's just like, man, like they just got to be careful, you know. It just sucks, you know. That's why I said, like, I don't envy their way of life, because they struggle, man. They struggle.
Yeah, I agree. To a certain extent, I think it takes them a while to realize who they are, who they want to be. Yeah. And it's a difficult journey to get there, because not everyone's gonna accept that. Like, not all their friends and family are gonna accept that. So there's that pressure to be judged and not accepted, and then dealing with the people that shun them and don't accept them. Like it's like all the heteronormative people out there that are completely like confident in who they are, like, acknowledge that if you have gay or transgender, non-binary people in your life, like fully realize like how damaging it has been for them to kind of like hide who they are, how long like they had to like stay in that closet, like the fear that they had to like go through, the fear, the anxiety of like coming out, like the shame from not being accepted, because not every single person in their life's gonna accept them. So like it's hard for LGBTQ people.
I feel empathy. I definitely am happy and content the way I was born. I can't imagine wanting to be in another body, because in another body, it's a whole transformation. It's pain. It's sacrifice. It's a lot of explaining, a lot of hiding, a lot of, and
it's a lot of,
it's a big, what do you call that? Big burden?
It's a big burden. It's a lot of unhappiness until you may potentially reach comfortable and happiness. Yeah. That's if you get to reach that, you know.
And then find a partner who will be with you in life, that accepts you for what you are, or what you decide for you. I mean, damn.
Yeah, it's
There's somebody out there for everyone.
I think so. Yeah.
They don't have. I don't think they have problems finding partners, but I think it's just a long journey. I think it's just such a long journey for them to reach, for them to feel that their physical being matches their inner being, I guess.
Definitely. Yeah.
I want to make clear that when I say I was old school, I'm old school bi, right? I'm not like old school like if I had a child and they turned out gay, I'd be like, what the fuck is this shit? Like some damn fucking Republican, you know?
Old school Mormon. Mormon Republican. I was just kidding. Rudy's not that.
Weenobee Radio.
I always look back at when I was a kid, and I'm like, what did I want to be as a kid? I was always on a skateboard. I was drawing. I was playing around with like a little FM radio I had.
I want to be a DJ.
I listened to Kiss FM. That's what Hanson. Yeah, man. I had a little speaker. And here we are, man.
Pop DJ.
Yeah, man.
But that is forever recorded. A pop DJ.
Pop DJ.
DJ.
It's like all that shit that you listen to, like Hanson, like Backstreet Boys, like even going down to like Spin Doctors and shit, to be like, you would be the worst DJ in the world.
And then I go Thalia, and then probably like some norteñas, Ramon Ayala, or Chalito. Go emo, and then
I do not want to listen to your station. You lost me at Hanson and Backstreet Boys.
Oh yeah, and
Rudy
I follow him
and
on Instagram
I
too.
will not be listening.
I won't subscribe to your channel at all.
Really?
No,
Come on, guys.
no.
I don't even know why we're here. We're just here for the free wine, really.
If I did subscribe to your channel, I would like just badmouth you in the comment section. Just like...
Where's the dislike button?
I'm gonna fucking bring Hanson here. Mark my words. I'm gonna bring Hanson here, and you guys are gonna take a selfie with them.
Rudy and I will not be showing up that day.
Oh, actually, I think they're pretty jaded by now. I'm almost sure of it. And the one thing that I love to see is the transition between when they were all like just giddy and bubbly and full of hope to like now they're just like,
and then the drugs kicked in.
The life kicked in. They were just like, fuck, man, this shit sucks. I don't want to do it. This shit sucks.
I think my favorite part, or what caught my attention about them, was that they were androgynous and they would get made fun of. They would always call them like the three little lesbians, you know, like.
You like think they were going for androgyny though?
No, I don't think so. But they were
just a haircut that their moms gave them.
God, more like the lack of. Oh my god.
And that's right. Like they really sparked my interest. Like, okay, cool. And I would buy their albums and shit. Yeah, man.
Bop. It's even in the title track. Bop. Total bop music. That is bop to its best right there.
What did we have, Rudy? We had Tool. We had Stone Temple Pilots.
We had Helmet. We had Soundgarden.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, Red Hot Chili Peppers was just shit.
Oh, they're dope. They're dope.
Yeah, Sublime.
Primus. Oh shit. What is it? Black Flag. All that good shit. We got a good portion of good music and the era of when music was basically they were making it their own. They kept making it their own, you know. They might sample a little here and there, but you know,
Pantera.
there's a lot. Oh, Pantera, of course. There's a lot now where it's just like they take the track and then they just put different words to it, and it's just like, damn, they ain't even trying anymore.
It's sampling, a lot of sampling. Yeah. Or covers, or just not original content. Really good original content now. Yeah.
I mean, same with the movies too. They be remaking remakes and shit.
Yep.
That shit's just fucking.
It's kind of boring, right?
It's very boring.
Redundant.
It's repetitive. Yes. And you know what they say about hell?
I guess we should we've talked about this, guys. It's true. Doing the same shit over and over and over.
Repetition.
Brainless
hell,
repetition.
Man.
Isn't that life right now already?
You
go to work, you get up, take a shit, brush your teeth, take a shower.
Is this the Matrix?
Get dressed, go to work. Thanks, babe.
So Melissa just passed Rudy a box of an empty box of Marlboro lights.
Since you're up, can you throw that in
Gold
the
Pure. This is not a
You're
commercial. And she just called them.
Sure
babe.
thing.
Thanks, babe.
I'll suck your dick later.
I have a theory. Melissa has a dick. Melissa has to have a dick.
I don't, but if I did, it would be really big.
Like a big one.
It actually
No, it would be average. It would be average size because supposedly there's a theory that people with big dicks don't try very hard.
But you're right, Melissa. I have heard stories of people having guys with big dicks, and yes, they're a good. I would say a good percentage of them do not try, as opposed to the ones who actually do satisfy.
Last couple of guys that rammed you with big dicks didn't. They just
didn't try.
Yeah,
they didn't even try. Yeah, you know.
It's like what? A wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
I guess the equivalent for a woman is tits.
No. Proportion.
Like big ass tits are right now. It's booty. How bootylicious? Like damn.
Well, what's in right now? I don't even know.
I still like myself a well proportioned woman.
I say the same.
I like a woman.
I like a woman.
Right at this point, Blanka is so thirsty that she just wants a woman in her life.
A woman. That's it. I like a woman.
What
is it? Assigned at birth, woman. A woman assigned at birth. That's what I'm looking for.
Female assigned at birth.
That speaks Spanish, please.
Just want a woman.
You know what I mean? A sweet woman. You know, that likes to work. Likes to cook. Raise kids. Stay at home. Just kidding.
Are we like back in the 1800s?
I know, right?
You want a woman that's gonna sow the fucking the field and shit.
Oh my God.
Let's roll things back to 1807.
Help tend to the crops.
I trip out.
Raise the children. Learn the children. Learn them.
Learn them good.
No, man, no way. No. I think I'd want a professional woman as well.
Yeah,
sure. But
a woman with a job is always a better choice, definitely.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, I think anyone would appreciate like double income in their home.
Yeah,
so.
A friend of mine just said to me the other day, he's like, you know what? When you get a girl, Blanka, like I can spot a toxic chick like from a mile away. So let me know, introduce her to me, and I'll let you know if she's fucking toxic because you don't deserve a toxic chick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you're still gonna date her.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I can fix her.
It's like
I think I can really fix this one.
Oh hell no, man! Too old for that shit. Oh, I think this would be a perfect time to bust out the cakes.
So Blanka and Rudy are aging up this this year, as they do every year.
Yeah, we survived another year.
Yeah.
Thank
Rudy is
the universe.
turning 37, and I believe Blanka's turning 36.
You hear the excitement in my voice, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay,
Rudy's
good.
ecstatic about this.
Yeah.
So think about a wish.
You both get pink candles because that's the first thing that came out.
Oh, this is so special, guys. So Melissa is now putting pink candles on both cupcakes. You couldn't do like a blue for a boy and a pink
We just
for a
had
girl?
a whole conversation about gender and how it's all just a social construct.
I want pink.
I want blue.
Well, I was
I
hoping to
identify
put
with
these.
pink.
I was hoping to put these candles in your butthole, so we don't neither of us got what we wanted. So
It's my birthday, and I want blue. All right.
I don't give a fuck what you want.
So
So here we go. Happy birthday to you. Chaka chaka.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rudy and
That's right.
Blanka.
Rudy, just Rudy. I guess
Happy
Blanka. Happy
birthday
birthday to you.
Woohoo! So grab a cupcake. Now we both.
Blow something.
Do not burn your face blue. Okay, make a wish and blow
Penis.
away. There it is. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
You're an old man, dude. How's it feel to be an
yeah.
old man?
It's a lot more sounds.
A lot more pain, physical pain.
A lot more locking and popping, and those are just the joints.
Yeah.
Pop,
Yeah.
lock.
I never knew I was so good at popping and locking. Here I am, mastering that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You have no idea. How old are you, Melly?
I'm 35. I'm gonna turn 36 this year, so I'm tailing right behind you guys.
Yeah. Around the coattails of these old asses.
Yep. I still get to enjoy being just a bit younger.
She's the baby of the group.
She's like,
She is the
I
baby.
can go for 10 minutes longer than y'all asses.
Yep.
The baby, and the babies are always spoiled. We always spoil the babies.
Yep. I'm the baby with the babe,
You
Yeah,
started
man.
a family
which I think
before
automatically
all of us.
ages me like maybe about
10 years at least.
yeah.
At least 10 years. Raising another human being.
So I'm already older than you guys by just having a child.
I see it. I
I'm
can
jelly.
see it.
I'm jelly belly in a good way because he's beautiful. You're a great dad. You identify as dad, right?
So I identify as a female. So I'm female assigned at birth. I identify as a woman. I use she, her, hers pronouns. But I also consider myself a dad. So to my son, I am dad.
You're mad.
Yep.
So it's just a little more memorizing shit. That's it. That's all it is. I'm cool with it. I think it's kind of cool. You know? But
I dig it.
yeah. Hopefully one day I have kids. I think I feel the want. I'm like attracting it into my life.
Do you think you'd want to be mom or dad?
I think I would be more of a dad for sure.
You would have them call you dad?
I wouldn't care.
I can see the neglection, definitely. I could see you like totally being the dad who like neglects his
Yeah.
child. Yeah, that's perfect for you though.
would
It's
you
Would I be the
perfect.
dad?
Who
I
would you
would be the dad.
Prefer for them to call you?
I think mom. I don't like the idea of mama. Like with my nieces and nephews, even though they speak English mainly, they speak a little bit of Spanish. I asked them to call me tia, like because it feels like it's part of the culture. I do identify as a woman. It feels right. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
old school in that sense. But hey, whatever they want to call me, I think as long as it's like an apodo or a nickname that just symbolizes a moment or a relationship, then I'll take that. I think it doesn't even have to be my blood child, like somebody that I feel like eventually I might just run into a child that needs adoption, and then I'll adopt, probably.
Do it.
Yeah, but right now
Noah surrogate
everybody's told me
type
not
thing,
to have
huh?
kids. Yeah, they're like, dude, do not have kids because you are fucking vagabond. Like you're all over the place. You can't stay put. I'm like,
The right time will come.
they have, and I want to raise a kid with like a woman,
It'd be nice to find
A
somebody
woman.
who
A
you know,
woman.
a woman.
you going through that situation to find somebody who would understand, like be that understanding about it, you know, like where they're also working and going, I understand, like there's gonna be lots of times so you're not gonna be able to see me, you know,
Yeah.
and then to find that type of loyalty,
That's where I've been struggling just wrapping my mind around the word loyalty. I sometimes feel that people have different definitions for the word loyalty. How can we come to an agreement when we both have different definitions of loyalty? Like, what does loyalty mean to you, Rudy?
I guess it depends on the relationship. And so if we're talking about like a love relationship, then it'd be the type of loyalty where you walk into the den of wolves and you come out unscathed, you know? And by what I mean, like the den of wolves is it's like, you know, I could walk into a room of women and just totally ignore, go about the night, and then just come back to the one person I am focused on in life.
Your partner, yeah.
Yeah.
Loyalty.
Yeah.
What does loyalty mean?
I guess it's like it's such a wide term that everybody kind of like views and interprets and defines differently. But at the base of it, I think it's not necessarily someone that you need them to do everything you need them to do or maybe expect them to do, but someone who will always support you.
Support you.
Okay.
Someone financially,
support you.
emotionally.
Got your back.
Well, just support you, like especially like emotionally, you know? I don't necessarily mean like financially, just like support you where it matters, you know?
Be that loving, caring
and in
person.
doing so, like they might show up, hopefully they'll show up and do the things that matter, but you don't necessarily always need them to do like the things that you always want them to do, because we can't always have full control of people. We always like personal and body autonomy is so important, but I think if they just support you when it matters, I think that's loyalty.
Well, this is a definition I find online. It says loyalty. The definition is giving or showing firm and constant support or allegiance to a person or institution.
Are you getting a definition from that son of a bitch Webster?
Google.
Is that what it is?
Google.
Oh, Google. Okay. I was like,
Google.
don't look at Webster's shit. That motherfucker.
So that constant support, no matter what. I mean, can you support your partner if your partner picks up and says, you know what, today I am going to quit my professional job. I'm going to go be a stripper.
Well, what if like,
you know what I mean? Can you support? Is that loyalty? Is that where you said, damn?
What if their personal job's causing a lot of like emotional damage and a lot of like, what if that job that they quit was just emotionally eating them up? Like they're just like a shell of who they should be, and like it's just psychologically they're just not where they should be, and so like maybe they do need to quit that job, like, and maybe you just need to support them, like.
And you would support them even if they were a stripper.
Maybe that's what they want to do at the moment, but here's the thing, like here's the thing. Are you a big enough person to are you a secure enough person to let them pursue what they want to pursue? Like, if it's a solid relationship, shouldn't you already be secure in your guys' like footing?
And that's where my question comes. Like, would you support your partner if your partner decided to drop her professional career and be a stripper without having to analyze the why, the who, the what, the when, but the fact that she wants to become a stripper? Would you do it?
I think in this world, sex work is very important. There's people that do sex work, and I think we need to support them. And they provide an essential service to our world and community. If you're not a secure enough person, or you don't feel secure enough in the relationship for them to become a stripper, maybe that's a conversation you guys need to have, or maybe the relationship isn't as solidified as you think it is.
Going back to what we're saying, loyalty, I struggle with that word, and like how we all kind of have a different definition of it, and apparently it's support, you know, constant support no matter what. It's like bug. But when it takes away from your person, I think that's when you need to stop. You know what I mean? it has to add. It just shouldn't subtract from your life, I think.
Yeah, it shouldn't drain you.
Mhm.
That's for sure. Yeah.
If it does drain, then there's definitely, maybe that's not the right fit for you.
Yeah, then
know what I
maybe
mean?
you need to reanalyze.
Yeah, but even then, you should be happy, whole, as a person and as
Reassess.
one person.
Yes, exactly. Step
Mhm.
back and
Mhm.
take a
Reassess.
look.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Take your
yeah.
time and be whole and happy in who you are. And I think that eventually you will attract the person that is also whole and maybe at the same level as you are.
Weenobee Radio.
I've come to the conclusion, and it's not a negative way of looking at love, but it's just kind of my logical way of saying this, is that you basically love different people during different time frames of your life, right? You're not necessarily looking for the one. It's more like, right now, who am I giving my love to? Because it seems to, in what I've seen in the people around me, it seems to change all the time.
That's what it seems to barrel down to,
Yeah.
And if you find that type of relationship where
Yeah.
you get, caught up in it and just, that's where it stays, and it's like, all right, then that one was the really good one,
Yeah.
And I mean, there's probably like other ones that you had in the past that were really good, just different, but it's just like, this is the one that is staying,
Yeah.
That jumping around is just like, that can be tiring, man.
Yeah, and I say that because when you expect a fairy tale out of love and romance and Valentine's, then you're setting yourself up for like a heartbreak almost. I think that's a teenage way of looking at things, right?
Yeah, fairy tales only last during the honeymoon phase.
Yeah.
So every new relationship has the honeymoon phase.
Yes.
And then eventually you get past it, and then shit gets real.
You get to know the person.
Then
and
you
it's
get
just
past
like,
the 3 years come up,
Yeah.
the 5 years, and the 7. Oh,
I'm not
shit.
down
you get
with
past
that.
the 7? Damn.
And honeymoon phases are fun, but
Yeah, they're really fun. They're the best. Cheers to the honeymoon stage.
cheers to the honeymoon stage.
Oh man, love is crazy. Fuck.
Weenobee Radio.
So as you can see in our new clock in the studio here,
We do have a new
we are
clock.
doing
High-tech here.
renovations here, guys. Weenobee Radio. We have
Advancements.
pizza every week. We have wine every week. We now have a clock. We have mic
digital
condoms.
My condoms. They come in different colors.
Different colors, different flavors. Melissa's flavor is purple.
It's
I want
color.
to know why
Purple's
purple.
a color, not a flavor.
Purple is definitely a drink.
Purple is royalty right there.
That actually,
is
it's true.
royalty.
Purple is royalty.
Purple is royalty.
I
So
like purple.
why? Okay.
I like purple. It's a nice, dark, saturated color. My other options were yellow, pink, and gray, and they just weren't calling to me.
And don't get me wrong. Oh, go
Purple
ahead.
is royal, though.
Yes, it is royalty.
And it is a nice, dark, saturated, beautiful color, I think.
Yeah. And I chose green because I hate money, but I love weed.
Why did
You're
you pick
so
orange?
beautifully predictable, Rudy. I love it. I love it.
You're welcome.
Weed. Oh man. And I chose amber. Amber is the color of your energy.
I thought it was more of an orange.
I know.
than
I thought it was an
amber.
orange.
You'd think it would be orange, but I've
Trump's
seen
face.
orange, and this is more of an
That
amber.
is not more of an amber. That's more of an orange.
That looks like Trump's head.
Look.
Yeah,
look.
that looks like a Cheeto.
This is red.
Is that red?
we have red. Do you want
I thought it
red?
was a pink. Let me see
Did
it.
you want red?
Yeah, I
Looks
would
like
have
a
taken red if I knew there was a red. You didn't show me red.
Now you put your mouth all
well,
over
you
that
only
phone.
showed me 3. I would
See,
have
you know
totally
what?
taken red.
We're on a budget here at Weenobee Radio. What?
Get it together,
Red is gonna be my
Melissa.
second one.
Come on, man.
So red is my second option then. I would have totally taken red if I knew there was red. You didn't show me.
What are you gonna do?
Red.
Wear out
You
your
could
phone?
thank our sponsor Rudy for the foams here. This is this is where you plug in the sponsors,
In
Melissa.
my Ziploc bag.
But it's already wrapped.
I know, right?
Why are you double wrapping it?
I heard it's more effective.
Double best. Oh man.
But not as pleasurable, obviously.
You guys fight over the gray and yellow.
Rudy?
I'm cool with green. You're gonna get stuck with yellow.
You're
you
gonna
know that.
It's just like a whole lot of yellow.
Well, here's the
for
thing:
me.
you're gonna eventually need another one. So fight over whatever the last
You
two.
can have
Put it
the
in your bag.
ugliest colors, even in combination. Orange and yellow
You
is
guys bet-
disgusting. It equals
mustard,
disgusting.
mustard. Okay, this
The
is like a
color looks-
mustard.
Yeah, that's mustard and
It's like a-
orange. Oh my
a
god!
I think
urine
that goes
color?
with.
You know, this is
I
what I'm
think
gonna
that
do.
urine goes with your orange.
This is yours. Don't fucking lose it.
I mean, I would have taken.
You don't get
the
one for
gray,
another year, okay?
I would have taken the gray over
Drained
the piss.
our yearly budget already.
We are done. We are scraping through the couches. looking
We
for
somehow
change and
have
shit.
enough money to buy all these bottles of wine, but not enough money for
Yeah,
production.
you know, we're
Priorities,
sleeping,
Melissa.
Maybe we
priorities.
need to-
sleeping on the floor of the studio. Everybody takes a room.
Maybe we need to reassess our budget.
My priorities are set in stone, okay? We need inspiration. We need...
It seems like our priorities are wine, weed, cigarettes,
Yeah,
and pizza.
not necessarily in that order, but yes. Yes, I agree.
all right, guys. So that was an excellent show.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure. It's always a privilege and a pleasure to have these conversations with you guys.
It really is.
Honestly, we just shoot the shit. We don't really know what we're gonna talk about, but it ends up being a fucking roller coaster.
Fucking
we have
riot,
no
dude.
guideline at
Yeah,
all.
it just ends up becoming some sort of a roller coaster of twists, turns, and just amazing memories. But anyways, you can find me on Instagram at Mel_Lopez. So that's MEL_LOPEZ 85.
You can find me at Rudy Ramirez on Instagram and Facebook. RUDIE and Blanka.
Well, finally, thank you guys for just tuning in, staying with us, allowing us to state our opinion on these important topics. And you can find us all on Weenobee Radio and leave us a message. We have a Weenobee Radio hotline. The number is 805-232-3347. So give us a shout out.
We would love feedback.
Say hello, fact check us.
Simple hello is fine. It doesn't matter. You can say something stupid.
Say something. Please say something stupid. We prefer stupid shit. Please.
That is our humor. Not gonna
And
lie.
let us know what you like, what you don't like, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Weenobee Radio.
Weenobee Radio. What'd you wish for? It's 11 o'clock. What did you wish for? I don't. You know what people have said? Don't say your wish because then it doesn't come true. Who said that? Why? Why
I don't
not?
know.
Why can't I say, I was looking for
It's a type of superstition.
romance, Why not?
Is that what you wished for?
Yeah.
Romance?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I mean, this is all Melissa's fault because when I was going to make my wish, she blurted out penis. And that's what came into my head.
That's what's gonna come into your life.
what
and that's
Rudy
it. It was just like, I can't think of anything but penis now. And it just,
Rudy is like, I would like
You
nothing
fucked
more
up
than
his
a big
birthday
old
wish,
juicy
dude. He only
cock.
gets one a year, dude.
this is kind of like if dick comes my way, this is going 50-50 because this is partially your fault.
Yeah. So if dick comes your way, what's gonna happen?
I'm going to make half that dick come your way. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about
Make
that.
sure you let me know.
There is no
make sure I have a
consent
camera.
going on.
Make sure
It's half a dick.
it's coming your way. It's
There's
like
no
coming
consent.
all
Your
over
way.
you.
It's coming your way.
There's
On
no
you,
consent.
all over you, your way, up your way.
This
but it's
is
coming
not
your way.
consensual.
Coming and it's your way. That's
This
it.
conversation is not consensual.